Hey guys, in just a few seconds we are going to jump into the Revelations Tarot and see what this deck is all about. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't met me yet, I am Leesa. I am a certified tarot consultant, and on this channel I do deck walkthroughs like this. I also do pick a card readings and tarotscope readings. So if you are new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button and check out some of my other videos. We are going to spend some time looking through the fantastic Revelations Tarot by Wong. The purpose is simply to give you an idea of what this deck looks like. And I'm not going to flip through every single card, but I am going to show you enough so you can get a sense of the artist's style. So I'm just going to start kind of flipping through these, and I want to tell you a little bit about Wong and what this deck is all about. So Zach is actually an Australian deck creator. He started planning for this deck around 2000 or so. He wasn't actually intending on creating a deck that was going to be published. He was trying to, actually he was unhappy with the decks he was seeing on the market, starting in the 90s and into the early 2000s, and he wanted to find something that was going to be a better fit for him. So he published this, I think it came out in 2005. So he spent a lot of time working with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck and doing research online and seeing what was out there, and eventually came up with this deck. So two things that make this deck really unique. Number one, it's got this really interesting kind of stained glass type feel to the deck. And then number two, and the things that I think makes this deck so unique and really interesting, is that every card has an upright as well as a reversed image on it. So and as we go through here too, I'll show you some of these, but then also when we get to a trump card or a major arcana card, he also put masks on all of those figures within the major arcana. This is interesting because you can see on this side it's just person. All right, let me see if I can find a major here that would have it. Of course, now none of them will come, right? Okay. So here's the Empress card. He tried to make it so that it looked like they were actually wearing masks, and he did that because he said it was like having otherworldly beings that kind of had to make themselves more human in order to appeal to us. And he actually said, masks are used as a part of my own personal symbology, as they hide the true intent of the meaning, either encouraging you to explore further or to accept what is presented before you. So I just thought that was really interesting. The minor arcana, he actually attributes the colors to the minors as being important. So for example, the Queen of Pentacles here has, let me see here, it was green and gold, and I think this was meant for nature and healing and royalty, and that's why he chose those colors. He incorporates some astrology in there. For the Four of Swords, he actually uses turquoise and blues to correspond to the sign of Aquarius, which I thought was really interesting. So this, to me, is a really interesting deck. I find it to lead to some really interesting and intuitive conclusions when I'm doing readings. The colors in it are absolutely gorgeous. And I find that a lot of his reverse readings, and reverse readings can always be all over the place, but a lot of the reverse meanings for him are really interesting because they're different from things that I would oftentimes move ahead with or go forward with. So I think it's a fun and a really interesting deck. And here's another example of just the way that the colors are just really, really, really beautiful. Just flip through a few more. Okay. So I'm hoping you found this interesting. If you did find it useful, be sure to hit that like button. If you are interested in getting a reading, such as my tarot compass readings using this deck so that you can have this imagery all year long, feel free to check that out on my website. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.